Welcome back to the Scott Sports Normal NFL Draft Edition. We're almost done with segment one. We'll get to segment two in just a moment. Now we're going to talk about where each pick falls in to this year's draft. And we had a trade. The Browns traded the number two pick for the fifth pick in this first round just to get draft picks. As you may have heard, my friend Keith Lakewood just called me just a few moments ago while we were on a break, and he told me that they traded the fifth pick and two other draft picks just to get draft picks, and they're passing up these picks that could benefit this team. Mitch, I think you're gonna agree with that a little bit, yeah. And but they took quarterback wide receiver Travis Hunter from Colorado with the number two pick, and we all thought the Browns were going to take him. And the Giants pick just came in just a few moments ago, and the Giants took Abdul Carter Edge from Penn State, and everybody thought Tennessee was going to take him. And what are your thoughts on that? Not taking Abdul Carter, that was a surprise.
That was a surprise. Although there's been rumors that they were going to take Cam Ward for a long time.
Yeah, and now I think it's the New England Patriots that are on the clock.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, so their pick will be coming in shortly.
And then the Browns will be on the clock again.
Yes, and they will be with the fifth pick. Now we're going to talk about where each pick falls in. And though they traded the number two pick to get the number five pick and a few other picks, they have a pick in round two at number 33. Two in the third round, number 67, number 94. 94 was in a trade from Buffalo, as you know, as all of you know. In round four, they have pick number 104. And in round six, they've got four of them. Number 179, number 192 from Miami, excuse me, through Chicago. Number 200 from Minnesota, and number 216, which is a compensatory selection. And they have one in number seven, number 255, compensatory selection. So these picks could go either way, and I don't know if the Browns should trade down to get draft picks anymore because they've done it already twice. And but right now we're now going to go. I finished that. We're going to talk with segment two now. The Browns have had one of the toughest challenges. So this offseason, having to work around the disastrous quarterback situation while simultaneously inspiring an exhausted fan base. Now it's a tall task, and one organization has a whole proved incapable of figuring out. Ownership has been a mess for years, and yet this is still a team just 1 year removed from a playoff spot, with Joe Flacco, of all people, quarterbacking, with Myles Garrett here for the long term, and stacked with the number two pick, which we just traded, as you know, in this year's draft. The Browns are closer to competing than most people may think, but there are still some good players out there. But this draft class is not the greatest. But Mitch, there still are some good players out there.
There's definitely some good players. I mean, there's a lot of good players available, not only round one, but round two and round three. But if you keep trading back, you're going to trade yourself out of those players, and there won't be too many good players left.
Yeah, you really got to take them when you can get them.
You got to make the most of your picks.
Yeah, you really do have to make the most of them, and I can agree with you on that wholeheartedly on that. And no doubt, that's by far 100%. I can agree with you on that. And fortunately for Cleveland, one new trade proposal sees them pulling off a blockbuster trade for the perfect Myles Garrett counterpart for him, while still holding the draft capital to take the Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter, which we know that the Jacksonville Jaguars have done. And this projected trade would be a stunner for many reasons, but in this prediction, the Browns would acquire Kansas City Chiefs defensive end George Karlaftis and a 2025 third round pick, number 95, in exchange for a 2025 second rounder, number 33 on top of a 2025 pick in the same round. It represents a complete change for both organizations, yet give Cleveland the opportunity to pass on Penn State star Abdul Carter, which we know the Giants took him, and not feel bad about it. But you think this might be a good move for a Browns counterpart for Myles Garrett?
I mean, it could be they need to find a counterpart somewhere.
Yeah.
They need to get somebody to put opposite him, otherwise he's going to keep getting double teamed, and defense
Yeah.
is
And
going
we're
to.
about to find out who New England took with this pick. And I'm waiting for the name to come up on the screen here.
Was a starter at LSU from the day he set foot on.
We're about to.
He started.
I'm waiting for that name to come up on the screen.
Last year. I've known him since he was 18 years old.
And
I
I gotta see who it is.
Tackle from LSU.
Will Campbell, offensive tackle from LSU. I think this was a good move for New England because they needed that. And I think this was a good move.
I agree with you.
And because they need some pieces of the puzzle.
They got to protect their quarterback, otherwise.
Yeah, and we're about to hear from my friend Keith in Lakewood again.
And the Browns are on the clock.
And the Browns are on the clock right now. Yes. Yes. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. Yeah. Yeah, it could be him, Aston Genty. We'll see. Yeah, it could be him too. So we'll have to wait and find out who it is. Yeah, either one of those guys.
Yeah, we should know the next couple minutes as well.
Yeah. And that very well could be. That would be quite a surprise if the Browns would take him. So we'll see.
Okay, the pick is in.
And the Browns pick is in. And we're about to find out in just a matter of moments who the Browns have selected. Well, yeah. Yeah. And it very well could be one of them. And we are about to find out in a matter of moments, Keith, in just a matter of moments. Because the pick is in, buddy. No, and and as I mentioned, through just 3 seasons, yeah, I think they'll announce it in just a few seconds. And and it could be one of them. We'll find out in just a few seconds, I think. Yeah, it could be Mason Graham. We will find out in just a few moments, buddy. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
First night was not jerking out the analysis, but it's about the opportunity for these young men.
And I think we are about to find out who the Browns have selected with the number 5 pick in the draft, trading down from number 2. We are about to find out right about now. So, let's hopefully we're going to find out.
Here comes Commissioner.
And here comes Commissioner Paul Tagliabue. Let's listen in.
Not Goodell, Roger Goodell.
Roger Goodell, excuse me. Let's listen to Roger Goodell.
Mason Graham.
Mason Graham. Let's select Mason Graham.
Defensive lineman out of Michigan.
There's a defensive lineman from Michigan. Now, do you think this was a good pick? Do you think this was a good move for the Browns to take a defensive lineman in the first round?
Well, they need to put somebody opposite Miles Garrett. I mean,
Yes, they do.
they need some help.
So
So
I think this was a good move. Yeah, and I think that very well could be.
First round. First round. Now, man, the roads to the top 100.
Yeah, you're right, Keith. You're absolutely right. That is the question. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yes, they do. You're absolutely right. Yes, they do, Keith. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, I think they could very well do that. And I can agree with you on that. I think Mitch can too. I agree with you on that.
they could very well move back up in the first round. We'll see what they do.
Yeah, we shall see what they do in the first round.
Because in the past, when they move back in the first round, it hasn't been good picks. So
Yeah, so
Tonight, we're expecting at least 2 of them. You can to see them there in the drop. The Raiders make more decision.
yeah.
Oh, great. Well, they fought. Quarterback is there. He still has 3 years left for the ball. They break. Solid match of the night.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You are absolutely right.
They work out, they still put them in 1-on-1. Good. They're down to Jimmy. But he can leave us that they would. One, hit the book or lock it. One,
No, it is not enough, and I agree with that. You got to score more. Exactly. I agree. I agree 100% on that.
I think
I think it's the
the Raiders.
and the Las Vegas Raiders are on the clock.
You have selected.
Yeah, they have selected. I got to see who it is. All right, talk to you later.
Ashton Jesse.
Ashton Genty, running back. Ashton Genty.
Fascinating life story of that was in
You think this was a good move for the Raiders to take him?
Well, I think they need some offensive help.
Yeah, and I got to see what college he is from.
I think what did he play for? Boise State, I think.
It'll come up on the screen.
It'll come up on the screen in a second. Yeah, Boise State.
From Boise, yeah. He had a lot of numbers with Boise State, a lot of big numbers with them.
Yeah, I think he was one of the finalists for the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, and right now our time is up for this segment. We'll continue with segment 2 right after this. So stay tuned. We're coming back with more.